astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinder.
Check, check.
If you're grinding, who's a grinder?
Check, check.
I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding,
If you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aimed to inspire network. Think higher, unite. With this power, I'm more. So we do more. Foundation is solid. CD, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's
a grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
If you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aimed to inspire network. Think higher, unite. With this power, I'm more. So we do more. Foundation is solid. CD, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's
a grinder. I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding.
If you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent, screaming grinders. New empire aimed to inspire network. Think higher, unite. With this power, I'm more. So we do more. Foundation is solid. CD, mag, radio, and more.
grinding.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
Grind City.
Who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding, who's a grinder? I'm a grinder. Show me grinders. If you're grinding,
If you want this, then come get it. See the plug and the outlet. Line with all the outfits. From the north to the south, always rocking all the fast shit. From the east to the west, independent represent screaming grinders. New empire aim to inspire network. Think higher, unite with this power. I'm more, so we do more. Foundation is solid. TV, mag, radio, and more. So show me who's up.
grinder. I'm a
We interrupt this special presentation to bring you this message. It IndyWrestling. Your favorite storyteller has returned for another week. This time, I decided let's start with part 1 of chapter 1. And we will discuss our antagonist. So let us read. In Shadow's Grasp, a figure undefined, veiled in mystery, a whispering guise, with eyes that hold the secret side of times, a cosmos where life and dusk are twined. For the realms unknown, a spectral fall weaves, a symphony of fate, an unseen note, in somber note, the tales of time broken. A dance of transitions, where darkness clears. Eternal ending, the constant battle, inside the lost, where shadows hide, a presence veiled, cause shines, and the unseen force, where destinies contrived. Interesting. Have you figured out the clues? Do you know who the antagonist is? If not, stay tuned next week to Thursday Night Fights, where part 2 will be a part of our story.
Hello and welcome. I'm Toddy Tondera. I'm here with 1/3 of the Wildflowers, Nix Wild. And Nix, we are celebrating 1 year of Thursday Night Fights. How you feeling, Nix?
It's the 1-year anniversary of Thursday Night Fights, and I'm so excited, Toddy, and I can't wait to get this night started.
That's my boy, CL, right there. Well, enough of these weird videos. Let's take it to some guy named John in the ring.
Welcome to Thursday Night Fights. It is the 1-year anniversary of Thursday Night Fights, and we're going to celebrate the only way we know how. With wrestling. Our opening contest. Wait.
Oh, happy 1 year, Nix. I guess we're going to start year 2 out the same way year 1 ended with these clumsy guys.
Oh, here we go. Another night I have to hear.
Making their way to the ring, Gianni, Michael Amarico, and Frank DeVille.
Well, it seems 2 of the 3 Dangerous Knights crew member are on Dottie Block tonight to start the show. And I mean, Gianni started a year ago himself, and he's led by that poison injector, Frank DeVille, so I have no idea what they're about to say,
cut
Nix.
The music, cut the music. Hey, shut up yourself. Now listen. This is not, in fact, your opening contest, as you may have expected and wished for. But on this, the anniversary of Thursday Night Fights, Dangerous Knights crew is conspicuously dissed. We are not fighting tonight.
Couple laughs.
On this, the anniversary of the house that we built. They built this brand on our back. They built this brand on the back of Dangerous Knights crew. No, it was not the fourth line. It was not amateur wrestler Reese Hayes. It was not MV Young himself.
Kind of ones those people.
No. Everyone comes here week in and week out to see Dangerous Knights crew do our thing. And in fact, we held the championship. We owned the building, and some nerds came up in the night and crept up and stole what's ours.
Boo this man. Boo this man.
Hey, paperwork's not done yet. I still own this building, cousin. Relax. Now listen. We're not done, and we're not out of here. And in fact, big things are coming through. You want to tell him, strong man?
Guess Gianni has something to say, too.
Don't you dare snap a picture of me. You put that camera down.
Jeez. Sorry, Christopher.
The only thing that matters in this building is the Dangerous Knights crew. The only thing that matters in this building is Gianni, Michael, and Rico. His rise to the top has been the best in history of this company. 151 days as 880 champion. You put respect on my name. Me and Frank DeVille were in here Sundays building this ring. I was the first to debut. Now, I don't know what's happening at Misconnections 2, but all I can say is nobody is going to beat me. Nobody is going to outwork the strong man. Nobody has ever been able to do that. Don't you bring up a quick roll-up, kid. I'll quick roll up your dad.
Sheesh.
Shoot.
In short, go to hell.
So that was the Dangerous Knights crew, Nix. And if this is your first episode of Thursday Night Fights, they kind of act like that. They kind of act like that a lot.
Just all the time. These two sleazeballs coming in here. They were a big part of this. They've been a big part of this show. But they did not build this themselves. That's ridiculous.
This company was built on the backs of the Steel City Killers, and Gianni, Michael Enrico, and Frank DeVille may have been here since day one, but that attitude has had them sitting at another lunch table.
Yuck-a-rooney. Yuck-a-rooney.
So thank you all for joining us on YouTube, on Twitch, IndyWrestling.us. This is Thursday Night Fights. Once again, I'm Toddy. I'm with Nick's Wild.
Let's wash that bad taste out of our mouths.
Yeah, with more bad liquids pouring down our throat.
We're going to try that again. Our opening contest is scheduled for one fall.
This opening match I'm quite excited about. I hope the viewers out there are just as excited as we are.
Going to be watching this one very closely, Toddy.
Making their way to the ring, accompanied by Honey Darling from the Den of Desire. He is borderline indecent, Marco Narciso.
The Den of Desire on Dottie Block. That's Marco Narciso, led to the ring by Honey Darling. 2 of the 3 DOD tonight. One-on-one action to start things off. And recently, Marco and Honey Darling have been hanging out with our friend Blizzy in the Den of Desire.
Blizzy Blake, a new member to the Den of Desire, strengthening this group from 2 to 3.
The aura of Narciso, unmatched here at 880 Wrestling.
Marco Narciso is on a tear recently, Toddy.
Up in New York at T2T Brooklyn. Here. Friends of yours coming out next.
Ooh!
Guess who?
Woo, woo, woo. Your local flower garden. She is the unwilting Tatiana.
1/3 of the Wildflowers, the botanical badass Tatiana here this evening.
That's my friend.
And I'm sure Reese, Nix, and Tatiana trained together in the Flower Dungeon. Nix, what do you think? Tatiana and Marco, who do you have? I know it's a hard decision for you to make.
I mean, I'm going with my bud, my fellow wildflower, Tatiana, of course. I love Marco. Marco's a good pal, but Tatiana's going to bring home the win for the Wildflowers.
And on our 1-year anniversary, Marco and Tatiana start things off. Marco apologizing for the brutality about to take place.
Ooh, okay, Marco.
Teacher, teach me.
Getting a little sassy.
I would think that Marco Narciso and Tatiana are 2 individuals that our audience really appreciated. But when you put them both in the ring, there's only so much applause to go around.
For sure, for sure.
And of course, Tatiana's part of the Top Rope Tabletop Dungeons & Dragons, February 2nd, IndyWrestling.us. That's where you can see all of our product as well.
Oh, Tati looking for that shoulder tackle, but Marco not moving.
Tati had to kind of jump up a bit, but this may be more her forte, chopping down the long-legged trees of Marco Narciso. Up, kick around, roll up, 2. Oh, almost a quick victory here for Narciso.
Come on.
Christopher, of course, in the front row. This camera, as always. And still to come, our 1-year anniversary main event. It is Reese Hayes against MV Young. Stay tuned.
Marco just
caught.
Baiting Tatiana in.
Oh, big snap DDT. Top of her head on the mat. 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
Tatiana's got the experience factor on her side.
Big boot to the back.
She's really got to start using that knowledge that she has to get back into this.
To her advantage, you're right. Oh, if we're talking about years of in-ring experience, does got Marco beat.
Definitely, but
the long legs of Marco choking the life out of Tatiana there against the turnbuckle. I don't know, maybe year 2, Marco. A lot of attitude from Marco tonight, Nix.
Definitely, and he's been showing a lot more of that, and he should. He's got it in him. He's got a desire to win.
Oh, big boot to the back.
And he's on a bit of a meteoric rise here.
I would say so.
Laying it into Tatiana right now.
Elbows to the back for the borderline indecent one, Narciso.
Better watch out on the showboating, though. Don't take Tatiana lightly.
If this is the first time you're watching, take a look at this full package.
Oh, come on, Tati. No, no, no. Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry you had to see that, Nix.
Brutal.
Oh, locking it in. Locking it into the long legs of Narciso.
Those long legs of Marco are deadly.
Oh, flipping around there. Oh! Back of the right leg slammed against the canvas here. Oh, big leg drop across the stomach, the chest area. Oh, I thought that could have been it here.
There's Tatiana showing that experience, getting out of that hold. Taking it to the leg of Marco.
Got him around the waist, it looks like.
Ooh, waistlock takeover.
Did she learn that from Reese Hayes? That's a bit of an amateur wrestler move.
Oh, there it is again.
You can hear Marco scream from up here, Nix. And as we start a new year on Thursday Night Fights, picking up a big win to start off the show could pay dividends later on.
Oh, blocking that belly-to-belly slam.
Blocking again. I don't know that I've seen a belly-to-belly block like that. Oh, in the pull of the hair. Oh, goodness.
Tatiana's got a heck of a headbutt, I'll tell you that.
In the crosshairs is Narciso, and here comes Tatiana. No water in the pool, hitting her face off the top turnbuckle. Oh, big face wash boot there by Marco Narciso. Oh, some extra grease on that one, Nix.
Facebuster. Oh, come on, Tatiana.
2 and no. Just a 2 count. Now, Nix, I hate to put you on the spot, but what do you think of the Den of Desire?
I'm sweating up here. They're great. I mean, who could deny them? They had an excellent showing last week. Marco and Blake against members only.
Cheaters, known cheaters.
Cheaters for sure.
Members only, of course, representing the 27 club. But I don't know, I'd like to see the Wildflowers and the Den of Desire kind of go at it a little bit.
Absolutely, that's why I'm saying I'm watching this match closely. Tatiana with the
big cannonball to the face. Cover. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Honey Darling in the audience signaling a 2. Audience getting into this.
Tatiana needs to stay on the attack here.
Oh, look, our Brad is here wearing some football jerseys this evening. Thank you, Brad, for coming. Bounce against the ropes. Tatiana coming back with eating a big clothesline. Oh, cartwheeling over. Scouted that move as Tatiana, huh?
Love that. Love that.
This could be it here. Is Narciso down? 2 and no!
These two are beating the hell out of each other, Toddy.
And it's just the first match, Nix.
Let's go.
Thank you again, YouTube, Twitch. True Prince of Pro already on Twitter. Thank you for being a part of our show, Matt. As I said before, Tatiana is not used to this crowd being on the opponent's side, but
definitely not.
Bounce against the ropes again. Tuck under. Uh-oh!
Looking for the backslide.
Tatiana trying to end it with a backslide, but gets out. Switches it around, and she's going to eat a death-a-dill.
Oh, no.
2! And ring it up. Marco Narciso representing the Den of the Desire. The Den of Desire wins the opening contest. Honey darling, Marco Narciso, a big hug to start year 2 of TNF.
I gotta hand it to Marco. That was a hell of a match. I'm proud of Tatiana. She always gives it her all.
Like I said before, the Den of Desire and the Wildflowers may have a date in the future, but tonight we're all friends. Alrighty, and here we go again. Replay, Death-a-Dill, lights out for Tatiana, and Narciso with a big victory to start things off this evening. Got a lot of emojis in that YouTube chat. Thanks for all the emojis. Back to the ring with John.
What an impressive win for Marco Narciso. 1 year of shows, and these shows have been made possible by a bunch of amazing folks, and I'm going to take a moment to shout them out. First, the Dangerous Nights crew.
Oh, goodness. So they're part of production now, huh?
We have our production team over at Sidekick Media Services. We're here live every week in New Kensington, but they bring us to your homes on IndyWrestling.us.
Heck yeah. CL, Sorg, Missy Sorg.
Commentary tonight, we have Tony Tondera. Joined by the MB Riot, Nick's Wild. We have Swayze on sound.
Brand new over there, Swayze.
I can't do this. Our production team has an anti-best friend agenda. I don't want to thank them.
What?
Buddies Incorporated.
It is a conspiracy against Buddies Incorporated because we should have been celebrating the fact that we destroyed Pittsburgh's beloved Sean Collier last week. But Jack Pollock ruined it.
That's correct, some guy named John.
But he shouldn't have been allowed to, you see, because Jack should have been disqualified when he spat beer in Joe Murphy's face.
What?
Yeah. Did you
But
hear
the
about this,
change
John?
starts here, people, because bring this up on the screen. This is going to be a link to a petition to make sure that Beer Mist officially results in disqualification in all future matches. And that last week's result is reversed.
Who put that in the feed?
I had to get that off my chest. I hope you do the right thing.
Is John really good at hacking or something?
John made a change.org petition.
Can we wipe that?
All right.
I don't know why it's
Keep
on
the
here.
action rolling along. The following singles contest is a special presentation.
Get this Beer Mist a DQ. You gotta be kidding.
Fighting out of the south side of Pittsburgh, he is the Crust Punk Crowd Killer and Satan's favorite saint, Brandon St. James!
So we have a very special first-time one-on-one match to celebrate 1 year of Thursday night fights. The fourth line are dropping the gloves tonight.
Let's make it a surprise, Toddy. Let's make it a surprise. I can't wait for people to see this. What a match.
Now, once again, if you are new to 880 Wrestling, Brandon St. James, half of our tag team champions in the fourth line, just had a big victory over Dangerous Knights crew at Gannon Jones Jr.'s All-Star Weekend.
What a match.
And his opponent for this evening.
Now at 880 Wrestling, the Steel City Killers love to square up against one another, and tonight you'll see just that and more.
His way to the ring. He is the Muay Thai maniac, Warr.
The shoot psychopath himself.
We say it all the time, Toddy. Steel sharpens steel. We will fight each other as many times as we have to.
Now you've been in there, of course, with Casey Warr and Brandon St. James. Little scout. So if I'm a wrestler and I get into the ring with one of these two, what's expected of each of them?
You're probably going to get your face kicked in. You're probably going to get punched in the mouth. You're about to get one of the hardest fights that you could possibly step into.
Now we've seen what these two did to their opponents. What will they do to each other tonight?
All bets are off, Toddy. If there's one thing that these two love more than those tag titles, it's good competition. And what better competition than your own tag team partner?
Right. Well, these two are friends on the ice and in the squared circle. But when that bell rings, let's see what we have going on.
Ooh, it's going to be a spicy one.
Yeah. Brandon St. James in the long black trunks with the leopard print knees. Casey Warr in the black and red Muay Thai shorts, the black and red Dynamite. Listen around. And with two individuals who know each other's styles so well, they're going to have to break something out that we haven't seen before.
Absolutely, absolutely. This time just trading hammerlocks back and forth.
Trying to grab onto the leg, trying any momentum here, swinging back around.
Catches the waist. Ooh, into a
cravat of some sort. I think there was trying to be a snapmare down, but switch into a headlock there. Bounce against the ropes. Up, flowing him through. Oh, Hurricane Rana by Casey Warr.
Casey tricking Brandon there a little bit. And a head scissors.
Oh, flying out of Pittsburgh International Airport.
Oh.
Here
You
we
said
are.
it, Toddy. These two know each other so well.
Guess we're going into the second period. So far, 0-0. Locking up there.
This time Brandon catching the arm, catching that wrist lock. Casey looking for a way out.
Oh, rolling through it possibly. Ooh, kip up. Oh, that's one way to reverse it, huh?
There we go.
Twisting her arm around. Taking some time here. Oh, trying to roll through as well. Tripping the leg. Oh, bridging over. I don't know that I've seen PSJ utilize that before. And like we said, Nick, they're going to have to pull out all the stops to.
KC caught Brandon with that headlock takeover.
Oh, see, tripping through here and watching this bridge up again.
Beautiful bridge by Brandon.
Audience.
Really unorthodox cover there, but.
Hey,
Love
sometimes
it.
it works, right? Oh, cut. Oh, kind of a roll up there. Now, headlocking around here to their knees, back up to their feet. Brandon taking Casey against the ropes. Tripping Casey back around.
Looking for a, the crossface. Casey likes to implement the crossface, and Brandon putting it on KC.
Yeah, Casey Warr, the ever Muay Thai maniac. Taste of his own medicine, but here we go. Quick roll up. Oh. Any way these two can get each other's shoulders on the mat, they really are genuinely attempting to do that. Oh!
A cross arm breaker. Oh no, Brandon's got to stop him from extending that arm all the way out, or it's over.
Brandon using that left hand. Pulling back, up, rolling through, 2. Oh, just a 2 count.
Just the slightest switch in leverage, and you can get a cover on anybody in these holds.
That's right, Nix. So I think we are now entering the 3rd period.
I think the gloves might be about to come off here, Toddy.
Oh!
Okay. Slugfest, let's go.
At 880 Wrestling, there is no penalty box, so these two will fight until one is standing. An old school hockey.
What the hell's this?
What's this
guy?
You
gotta be kidding me. What is going on?
Some guy named John and Joe Murphy ruining it. On our 1-year anniversary, who are these guys? They think they run the place.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
What an excellent match.
Whoa!
What the hell's Chris LeRusso doing here? What?
Chris LeRusso, back from vacation, is now in the ring.
Hey, I paid you two pretty well to beat up one cripple and you couldn't get that done. At least clean up this garbage. Come on, I got some business to take care of.
Oh my God. Isn't he supposed to be in Punta Cana or
something like that?
Jack Pollock, I accept your challenge for a dog collar match at Miss Connections 2. And you know what? I bet you thought that I was going to be scared, that I was going to be freaked out. Hey, how's it going, St. James? I bet you thought that I was going to be scared, but no. What you have done is you've made the last match of your career that much more violent, that much more devastating, that much more painful. And after I'm done with you, Jack Pollock, I might take that dog collar and I'll put it on you, honey darling.
Oh.
You look like you're into that kinky shit.
Yo, what the hell?
Oh shit, it's
you
Jack
gotta
Pollock!
be kidding me, dude.
Honey darling cannot be tamed, and there we go! The Pittsburgh hardcore icon, Jack Pollock, is actually here, Chris LeRusso. How about that?
Oh. Not so big now.
He's got the mic.
Welcome back to the country, Chris. I see you're still a little bitch running from me every chance you get.
First time we've heard that here.
That's a first.
I don't just see one little bitch. I see 3 standing outside right now.
Especially John with his change.org
I see 3
position.
studs standing in this ring. So how about the 3 of you versus the 3 of us right here, right now?
Happy 1 year!
Let's go. Let's go.
Is this going to be a 6-person tag? Are they going to accept this?
We got a huddle.
The 4th line and Jack Pollock are going to go in this 6-person tag. Chris LeRusso will be tagging with Joe Murphy and some guy named John. 3-on-3. Let's get it going.
And Chris LeRusso just threw Joe Murphy to the dogs.
Some guy named John hasn't even been physically in a wrestling match yet.
No, he has not. And he's in jeans.
Oh! Running train on Joe Murphy. You love to see it.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. Oh.
And we're going to get this. And it's an official match, Nick's Wild.
Okay.
The 4th line and Jack Pollock versus Chris LeRusso, Joe Murphy, and some guy named John. Ooh. Just a 2 count. To start things off. Now, we've seen Chris LeRusso utilize Joe Murphy before. Joe Murphy was sent to go against Jack Pollock. That didn't work too much. It's been a while since LeRusso and Pollock have been here, both in the building. Big truck picked by Casey Warr. 2. Oh, just a 2 count. What do you think of this guy, Nick's Wild? What do you think of Chris LeRusso?
He's been a real jerk. He's a Pittsburgh legend, but ever since he showed up here, he's been such a D-hole. And look at this.
Casey Warr and Brandon St. James prepared to fight each other tonight. We were going to see that spectacular match, but essentially it was canceled because Chris LeRusso and his goons. Some guy named John wearing his Target jacket over there. Oh! Big clothesline by Chris LeRusso. Oh, if Jack gets into this match and he gets his hands on LeRusso. Duck under the clothesline, coming back, duck under again. Oh!
Big running knee.
How you like them apples, LeRusso?
That's what you get for wrestling in Skechers.
Back into unfamiliar territory.
Jack.
Oh!
Of course. Oh, wait.
That is... One weasel tags another, Nix.
Let's see what loudmouth some guy named John can do in a professional wrestling match. Oh, okay.
Told you, he's a weasel. And once again, Joe Murphy has to do the dirty work of some guy named John.
Almost feel bad for Joe Murphy. Almost.
Oh. Smacking his head. Oh. On the top turnbuckle. If you joined us for Gannon Jones Jr.'s All-Star Weekend, Pollock and Joe Murphy went one-on-one because Chris LeRusso was, again, on some kind of vacation or something.
I guess so. I think it was all green screen behind him.
That's a great point.
The brutality.
And of course, you can watch all of our episodes, all year of our episodes, over 50 at IndyWrestling.us uncut. And speaking about uncut here, this is about to get brutal with Casey Warr back in this match against Joe Murphy.
Snap there, taking Joe Murphy down.
Oh,
big kick to the back.
I think I coined the term big fucking back of Joe Murphy. Oh, Chris LeRusso. Referee George Ross does not see this outside assault Chris LeRusso is putting on Casey Warr.
Oh, come on.
The only way this trio of LeRusso, John, and Joe Murphy can have the advantage is sneak attacks, behind the back stuff. Nothing is above board.
That's all they got. That's all they got. Oh, here comes some guy named John. There we go.
Mr. Change.org himself.
Okay, what are we doing here?
This, of course, was formerly Carter J. Collins and Joe Murphy's finisher. Rest in peace, Carter J. Collins. Oh, and in back comes Joe Murphy. Comes Chris LeRusso back in. Chris LeRusso and Jack Pollock, have been at each other's throats. And speaking of throats, what a super kick by Chris LeRusso there.
Looking for a death lock of some kind.
That's
it. Oh, man. Oh, those legs just wrapped up.
And as you can see, Nix, Casey Warr in unfamiliar territory. But our audience, there we go, our audience.
There we go. Reversing that pressure. Casey Warr now with the ankle lock in.
Our audience was fully behind Casey Warr, and of course, Joe Murphy again, Mr. Skis himself.
Come on, Casey. You got to fight back.
Oh. What's up with the Dangerous Knights crew cheering on Chris LeRusso?
I don't know. I can't stand them. They're too close to me.
Of course, Nixon in the foxhole up here.
I can smell Gianni's cologne. It's terrible.
Is that what that is?
Oh, God. He puts so much on.
LeRusso tagging back in Joe Murphy. I'll tell you what, if BSJ or Jack get into this match, they're going to be flying like a couple bats out of hell for sure.
They are both fresh.
Oh, goodness.
No, get out of here with this pedigree. No, nope, there it is. Oh, Casey.
No pedigree. In comes LeRusso. Can he make the tag?
No.
Centimeters away of tagging his fourth line brethren in, but unfortunately he did not make it. Oh. Oh. Just taunting him now.
I know. Such a big shot.
I wouldn't taunt a shoot psychopath, but maybe that's just my opinion.
I don't think he could come back to haunt LeRusso here.
Oh!
And boom goes the dynamite.
And speaking about haunting, Inzaguri by Casey Warr. In comes Joe Murphy.
There's Jack Pollock.
Pollock tagged into this match. And man, he has a fire behind his eyes this evening, Nix. Oh! Top turnbuckle, climbing it up.
Raining down those punches. Some guy named John.
What the weakest sauce I've seen.
A valiant effort, John. But Jack Pollock's about to, well, maybe not.
Turn around, Jack!
LeRusso
Oh,
again, not
super
again.
kick!
No.
No, you're kidding me.
This can't happen.
Oh!
This just can't happen.
It looks like Jack tried to escape, but oh.
He's doing it again?
He didn't get all of it the first time, I don't think.
Oh, no.
This can't end this way, right?
Something has to be done.
Oh, let's go. BSJ said enough of that. Jack eating 1.5 pedigrees thanks to Joe Murphy, but the fourth liner taking control again in the ring. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, twisting up like a pretzel. Welcome to Annie Ann's, Joe Murphy. Set him up here. Oh, big boot! They're too scared to jump in.
They're not going to jump in. Oh! Jack Pollock pulling the shoulders up.
Next, I think Jack Pollock wants LeRusso.
Is he going to do it?
Some guy named John is encouraging Chris LeRusso to take this fight up that we've all been wanting to see. And of course, he runs like a scalded dog.
And there we go.
Guess what, guys?
Well, some guy named John might not be the best tag partner to have right now.
Oh!
BSJ bringing him in the hard way.
If you want to get physical, some guy named John, I have two folks waiting for it. Buddies Incorporated. Oh, double minor.
Both of them.
Two. Ring them up. And here are your winners, the fourth line and Jack Pollock.
Well, that was very interesting, Toddy.
I think I have to do a little bit of double duty here, Nix.
It seems like it, but I think you're the one for the job.
I've never done ring announcing from the Foxhole balcony, but I guess that's what we're going to have to do. Brandon St. James, Casey Warr, the fourth line with Jack Pollock victorious. Now coming up in missed connections, of course, Pollock, LeRusso, one-on-one dog collar match.
It's going to be brutal. And in a match that started with these two fighting each other is now ending with the both of them happy and victorious.
I guess we'll never know who will win in a one-on-one contest, but something tells me that these two are going to get back into the ring at some point. Happy 1 year, everybody on YouTube, on Twitch. All right, so I guess we're going to get to our main event of the evening. Excuse me, Nix.
You are excused.
All Alrighty, well, I think some guy named John is out of commission.
Oh, okay. We're getting a little special appearance here from the Gigabyte Grizzly, Brohemoth.
I wasn't expecting this. What does Brohemoth have on his mind? I was ready to announce.
First off, I want to give a happy birthday to Thursday Night Fights. I also want to give a happy birthday to my daughter Jess. Happy birthday, kid. So, at the All-Star Weekend, Junie Underwood happened to be the better man that night. But he didn't keep me down, because I'm looking forward to Misconnections too. Because I'm officially laying the challenge out, and it's somebody who I've been waiting to stand against for a long time. So All-Star Gannon Jones Jr., Misconnections 2, will you accept the challenge to go one-on-one with the Gigabyte Grizzly? Ball's in your court.
Okay, all right.
Very interesting.
Gannon Jones Jr. and Misconnections 2.
If Gannon...
Sign me up for that.
If Gannon accepts that challenge, which we know Gannon, he's already down for a fight, so you might be looking at our second announced matchup, Brohemoth Gannon Jones Jr., coming up at Misconnections 2 at the end of February.
Ooh,
but folks, I guess now I can take the microphone and announce this main event, huh? Any more surprises back here?
I think you're safe.
All right. How about that, everybody? Brohemoth possibly challenging Gannon Jones Jr., huh? So we have one more matchup tonight, and it is tonight's main event. Coming out first to the ring.
For the main event of our one-year anniversary.
And his opponent.
Reluctantly crouched at the starting line.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Champion, amateur wrestler, Reese Hayes.
Amateur wrestler Reese Hayes coming off a huge win over T2T Brooklyn's Angelo Carter last Friday at Gannon Jones Jr.'s All-Star Weekend.
Year 2, the steps are in the back now.
Yep, year 2, steps into the back. Ring moved up a little bit.
I heard you, Nick's talking about Angelo Carter versus Reese Hayes, our main event to our last show.
Yeah, I was talking about how Reese was successful.
Can he be successful tonight?
Man, and listen, if you haven't had a chance to watch that match against Angelo Carter last week, I recommend you do that. It was one of the best main events we've seen here at 880 Wrestling by far.
Yes.
But this also has potential to be one of the best main events in 880 wrestling. Amateur wrestler Reese Hayes has just been pumping out banger after banger of main events here on the Dottie block.
The last time MV Young got in there with Reese, it was very memorable. And now MV Young stepping up to the plate. Now MV Young has not been the 880 champion before. We started things off with Cowpoke Paul, then unfortunately the Dangerous Knights crew stole our title belt. David Lawless was our champ, then Gianni, and now Reese, and our champion Reese is really
out wrestling MV Young right there?
That's why I kind of hesitated.
Question mark?
Dare I say, amateur wrestler. And
Reese
Young in the yellow tights.
Reese is so deceptively strong.
Yeah.
He's so small, but he's got so much muscle packed into him.
Reese is built. Reese is built.
Those legs are like cinder blocks, but MV Young knows how to crush cinder blocks, so Reese has to be careful.
MV Young, a lot of years in the business, scars on his back from the wars he has fought, and now those wars he's introducing to his students.
Putting on a little bit of a wrestling clinic here. They're going back and forth, jockeying for position.
Like we saw earlier on in the evening, KC Warr versus Brandon St. James. Oh, we were talking about if you're in there a lot in the ring with somebody, you have to pull out all the stops. Now, these two have been in the ring with each other. I mean, one of them taught the other one how to wrestle.
Yeah.
So for amateur wrestler Reese Hayes to pick up a victory, he's going to have to pull out something we have not seen before.
Beating MV Young once was hard enough as it is. Beating MV Young again? Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. We might have a new champ by the end of the night.
Although a test of strength, I did say Reese was strong, but test of strength, I'm not so sure about this one, buddy.
Stepping up to the competition.
Whoa. Reese, baby, what are you doing?
Of course, if either of their shoulders touch the mat, that is considered a... Oh! And that's considered strike 3 in one pitch. MV Young really dishing it out to amateur wrestler Reese Hayes.
Oh, my God. That hurt me so bad. That hurt my chest.
Of course, Reese Hayes, one part of the Wildflowers, and it doesn't get wilder than that big slap.
That's one way to end the test of strength, I guess.
If you're just joining us now, Tatiana, another member of the Wildflowers, unfortunately for her, lost to Marco Narciso. So the Wildflowers are 0-1 on tonight. If MV Young is able to defeat Reese Hayes here, that's all zeros in the win column for the Wildflowers. Oh!
MV Young not falling for the drop down.
Gator roll, baby.
Gator roll.
From the new Kensington Swamp comes MV Young. Now, as you can see, MV Young taking his time with Reese Hayes.
It's just nobody's in a clear position of power here. Where's MV going?
What is he doing now?
He lost it. Oh, MV lost a contact?
I think so. Oh, he says he's lost a contact. That's it. So we have a lost a contact here. He's checking on the Tupac family member. The Tupac family saw it. Got a one-eye chant here.
I think MV can do it. If anyone can do it, MV can fight. Being blind in one eye.
This does, disadvantage now is with MV Young against our champion here.
100%.
Around. Oh! Coming up. Sort of headlock, reverse headlock there. Oh! Bridging out of that 3 count is MV Young.
Oh, my.
I think Reese Hayes is attempting to put all the weight on the shoulders of MV Young.
MV just powered out of that and powered into that.
Big brain buster. How's your head feeling, brother?
Reese doesn't look like he knows where he is.
No, I was about to say that. It might be time, if MV Young's able to do it, is go into that next gear.
And when MV just starts hitting dingers like this, it does not bode well for Reese Hayes.
And when MV Young is in there with the Steel City Killers, with that first class of students, he's not worrying about winning or losing. He's in there to teach a lesson. Oh! And the lesson right now is hard learned by Reese Hayes, who looks kind of out of gas, which is interesting to say because usually Reese Hayes is the quicker competitor, but if you slow him down like this.
Between the chops and the kick to the back, that'll take everything out of you.
Oh, up on that top turnbuckle.
And this could take even more out of you. Oh, boy. See, look at...
Back elbows, it looks like, Nix.
Oh! It's like MV was going for a German from the top rope. Oh, tying him up in the tree of woe. Oh, Reese's legs are just...
Oh, I don't know that anybody's...
Oh, no.
Yo,
Oh.
look at his legs. Look
They
at his
are
legs.
caught up.
Oh.
Just stuck. Oh, my gosh.
Goodness. Oh. That looks disgusting.
MV is brutalizing Reese right now.
Nobody is that flexible.
Got to get him out of there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sheesh. George Ross checking on Reese Hayes
This
there.
was a brutal drop kick. Oh. But Reese fighting back. Give him all the credit he can. He's a fighting champion. Ooh, swinging for the fences.
And again, Nix, if you were Reese Hayes, is this the battle you would want to cast against the much bigger MV Young? Oh, well, that answers our question.
I was about to say, it looks like Reese is throwing some pretty strong chops, but nothing beats a straight fist to the face.
Forearm after forearm after forearm after forearm.
He's beating MV down.
Oh, big spear in the cover. Two count. Two count.
Nearly speared Reese out of his boots.
And remember, the Ace of 880 has one eye to use. It only has sight out of one eye right now.
Well, if you keep your opponent close, it doesn't matter. Ugh.
You know what they say about friends and enemies and all that jazz.
Oh, yeah.
MV Young saying check Reese Hayes to see if Reese will give up, but much like all the Wildflowers, they're not one to throw in the towel.
Reese isn't going to give up. He might get knocked out. He might lose that way, but he ain't going to give up.
Picking Reese up by the hair, taking him back into the corner. Oh, against that top turnbuckle. Oh, just laying him in. A bit of a collision there, but MV Young taking the offense again. Bouncing over. Head of steam, Reese Hayes.
Here we go. Those big clotheslines. Taking MV down.
Saito suplex?
Yes.
2. Oh. Just a 2 count.
Ooh.
And then thank you again for joining us. If you're brand new, thank you. If you've been around for a year, thank you. Again, this is Toddy Tondera with Nix Wild. You're looking at amateur wrestler Reese Hayes defending the 880 championship against MV Young.
Yes, thank you everybody for tuning in and watching Thursday Night Fights for the 1 year anniversary.
Collision, you see some blood now coming from the left elbow of MV Young. Now MV Young likes this type of pace.
Definitely. This suits MV way more than it suits Reese.
When Reese was running around like a speed demon out there, he had the offense, but MV, once again, the veteran slows things down to his pace.
Powerbomb. Oh, no.
Oh, that's going to be it here. 2 and 2.9.
MV can't believe it.
Good gravy. Oh, no, not another.
Oh, God almighty. Oh, no.
1, 2, and 3.
What? Reese isn't having any of that.
This is an interesting predicament.
Let's go, Reese.
Reese Hayes is the current holder of the neon gold. MV Young challenging for that.
No, no, no.
Oh, up.
Uh-oh.
Brings him down, sits on him. 2. 2. Oh, Reese wins! Reese wins! Reese wins again!
Oh.
Here is your winner and still 880 champion, amateur wrestler, Reese Hayes!
That's my champion, baby.
Little bit of a double duty. Sorry if you got an echo there on the stream. Some guy named John got freaked before, so.
Reese just changing the momentum on that power bomb, taking MV down. Oh man.
What a match. I don't think either of them could get to their feet.
What a main event.
The predicament that they put each other in, they beat each other up so bad. But we forget, these two are friends. We need both of these to fight against the DNC, against some guy named John.
We will. They will, Toddy. But tonight, it's about competition. And that was a hell of a contest.
It
Reese
seems
Hayes,
like at least one of them has something to say after this big main event here.
Let's hear it for Reese Hayes. Check. December marked my 10th year in professional wrestling. Which means about 11 years ago, about 2 miles away from this building, I was sitting in math class fantasizing about being a professional wrestler. And since then, I've wrestled in 5 different countries in every time zone in America, and I can tell you, without a doubt, I'm having the most fun of my life back here in New Kensington, Pennsylvania. My 8th year of wrestling was a really rough time for me, but when I came back, I didn't know what to expect. But it's people and champions like Reese Hayes, like the 4th line, like Marco Narciso, like Nick's Wild, everyone in that locker room that bust their ass. Even that stupid Italian fuck Gianni and Fred. When me and Michael Sorg started Thursday Night Fights, we didn't know if it was going to last a week or 6 weeks, but we did not give it a very long timetable. But God damn it, we are here a year later. When I started training these kids, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how fast they were going to progress. I didn't know that 880 would become a local phenomenon the way it is. But I'm here to tell you right now that I know what it's like to be a global and indie phenom, and I want that feeling back, and I want it for them. I want it for that locker room. I want Toddy Tondera calling the hottest matches on the indies. I want to feel the rush of 1,500 people chanting my name when I come out that curtain when Renegade hits, and I want it for everybody in this roster. So look into my eyes. Year 2 of 880. Year 1, we took over Pittsburgh. Year 2, we take over professional wrestling. Mark my fucking words. Bookmark it. Thank you. Good night.
And what an ending to a spectacular evening. Thank you for joining us from the 1-year anniversary. It's been Nick's Wild. This is Toddy Tondera. Get roached.